Hello YouTube family, Desiree here with Divine Geomatrix. Thank you for being here and joining me today. I'm doing a reading for our Virgos for the week of December 9th through the 15th. I know that I normally start off with the zodiac or the gemstones correlating with that zodiac sign. So for you Virgos out there, I know that one of your gemstones is agate, another one is peridot, and your third one is peridot, opal, agate, and sardonyx. So I have agate and peridot. I don't have any sardonyx or opal. I probably have like a Mexican opal. I could probably show you that. Okay, so this is a Mexican opal. Very pretty. This is an agate that I got yesterday. And this is peridot. So I don't have any. Oh, I'm only wearing one earring. Where did my other earring go? Well, oh, here it is. Sorry guys. So I didn't finish making the earrings, my peridot earrings, but just to give you an idea of what I plan on doing with these donuts. Oops. These also are tourmalined. I don't know if you can tell that through the camera, but they are tourmalined peridot. Very, very pretty. And they have a great vibration, especially for the heart chakra. So, hi again, Virgos. I'm so excited to get into today's reading. I have been starting off with my calendar quote, and today's quote says, "If we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves." So the last couple readings that I've been doing, definitely tied in with the messages that I had for the zodiac signs that I've done. So I highly recommend that you set that tone to receive your messages with, love and light and unconditional love from the divine. Okay? So let's go ahead and clear some space, guys. For those who have watched my videos, I use Palo Santo just to clear my space. For those unfamiliar with Palo Santo, it's very similar in sage that it clears the energy and kind of dissipates all the negativity around us, but it does provide that the clearing and the fresh start in a sense. The huge difference between sage and Palo Santo is the smell. So for those sensitive to the smell of sage, I would recommend looking for Palo Santo to see if maybe that is something that might serve for your highest good. But I definitely recommend having something at home that you can, restart your energies, whether it's incense, sage, Palo Santo, a diffuser with essential oils. It really doesn't matter. They all kind of serve the same purpose, but find something that is going to fully allow you to embrace the smells and the fresh start that it provides. Okay. I also like to clear a little bit more space with my Tibetan singing bowl. For my Virgos out there, if you can just breathe in fully and release. What the heck is that? Wow, that was weird. So sorry guys, I just saw something floating. It was like a black thing floating, and I can't tell what it is, but it almost looked like a spider. And I don't discriminate against animals, but I don't do spiders, guys. So I might have freaked out if it really was. So anyways, let's move forward. For my Virgos out there, if you guys can just fully breathe in and out and let go of the energies that no longer serve. Open up your heart, open up your third eye, and open up your crown to receive the messages that the divine has for us. Okay? All right. was lovely. Thank you, angels. All right, guys. Okay. Let me just bless the cards since I've been doing a few readings today. Hi, Spirit. Please allow me to be an open channel for the Virgos for the week of December 9th through the 15th. I ask this with love and light in your guidance always. Thank you. All right, Virgos. So I do a 3-card pull for those unfamiliar with my practice. By the way, guys, if anyone is interested in the peridot earrings that I have available, I'd be happy to wrap them for you. You can find these at DG_crystals on Instagram. I'm also on Etsy. And if you email me at dgcrystals@gmail.com, I'd be happy to kind of talk to you about what type of healing that you're looking for and what gemstone would serve your highest good. And also the healing that you're asking for, okay? One more and we can get started. All right. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, someone's awakening. This is so pretty. Okay, so your collective card is the 4 directions, and this card is number 22. 22 is already a spirit number as is, but if you add the 2 together and break it down to one number, it's the number 4. 4 correlates with the divine guidance, angels and spirits ready and willing to assist you whenever you ask. You know, that, again, that universal guidance. The current situation card that I pulled is self-mastery. This card has a lot of indigos. It looks like it correlates with your third eye chakra. If you also take a look at the angel number, it's the number 2. The number 2 correlates with the connection that you have with your spirit. So balancing out that that ego versus spirit, feeding into your spirit needs versus your human needs. And if you actually take a look, these 2 cards together, if this is 22 and this is 2, you have 222 right there, and that right there is an angel number. If you're not really familiar with the numerology, I would highly recommend that you look up at least 222 and look up 222 angel number and see what it is that the energy has in store for you, and see how you can apply it to your life currently, okay? The second card that I pulled, which is your how to get through it card, is 36. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 has to do with change. 9 has to do with like new beginnings, fresh starts, following your passions, finding your purpose. And the third card is the outcome, which is new moon. This number is the number 12, and if you add the 1 and 2 together, that's the number 3. The number 3 for me also is a master number, but it's that like mind, body, soul balance. So finding that unity within yourself, within your spirit, within the divine, and just feeling really connected. So with the self-mastery card, which is your current situation, I get a lot of opening up your third eye and seeing the divine spirit of that you are. So Virgos, you are definitely awakening in a spiritual way. You're seeing that you're beyond just this physical being that you see in the mirror. You feel that these energies around you are a little overwhelming, and you're looking for answers, you're seeking answers. But as you're doing that, you're also opening your third eye. Therefore, you're really regaining that wisdom that you've always had within you. It's just that awakening period, that it's like an ascension period. It's moving from one one dimension to the next dimension. And I don't mean it in like a physical way to where you're no longer going to be on this earth, but your spirit is literally opening up to a bigger way of being and seeing and feeling things that the naked eye or just the human 3D being would never see. You're starting to see life in a different way. You're seeing through your third eye versus the two pair that are given. And your second card is also third eye chakra. So these two cards most definitely correlate together. And you're really waking up here. So these three actually in general are correlating together. And I'm actually being called, I normally don't do this, but the card underneath the collective card is the base chakra. And I'm being asked to tell you guys that as you are waking up, you should also remember to ground yourself. It feels like you guys are basically up here in your top half and you're floating, but you need to come back down to earth. You need to see that, you know, you're meant to be here. And although you want to be up there, you came down here for a reason. You have a purpose. You have a calling beyond just this 3D being. Yeah, this is super exciting, Virgos. I'm so excited for you. This is the best time to receive this message because we still have a few more weeks or a couple more weeks left in December, left in this decade, left in this year. It's time to let go what no longer serves. It's time to wake up to the being that you are authentically being. It's time to wake up to that authentic being that you are and really embrace that soul. That soul that you were given, that soul that you authentically are. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the guidebook and see what points it gives me to provide you a clear message. I'm going to start off with the collective card, which is the number 22. Like I mentioned, the 4 directions. I know that this one has a lot to do with your inner guide. So you have these 4 directions inside of you that allow your soul to be guided, and they are utilized as like a compass in a spiritual level to guide you to your life's purpose. So I'm gonna make sure that I mention the 4 points, but the three starting points it gives me is weigh your options, make a new plan, and a combined approach. So it says that the 4 directions, north, east, south, and west, each hold a different perspective, learning and journeying within the circle of life that is also known as the medicine wheel. Each direction holds a power that reflects the 4 great powers within. The north holds wisdom, the east has illumination, the south is innocence, and the west brings introspection. So it looks like you're realizing that you are wise beyond your years because your spirit's been here more than once. You are realizing that the illumination is coming from your own personal spirit, your own personal light. Therefore, you're allowing yourself to shine through the darkness and lead by example, not only for yourself, but for those around you. It looks like innocence. So the south is innocence, and innocence has a lot to do with your inner child, having fun, being joyous, and being silly and laughing and letting go a little bit and not being so serious. Just have fun. Life doesn't have to be so serious, guys. Just let go. Now's the time to celebrate your victories, celebrate the things that you've learned in 2019, celebrate life, celebrate that every day is a new beginning. Let go of the last 10 years of weight that you've been carrying thus far, and just celebrate the weightlessness that you may be feeling. The West brings introspection. So perspective on yourself, perspective on life, perspective on, the different energies around you, and the perspective that you may have on how to get through your everyday, right? So talking about, like, how do I explain this? Regaining a clear perspective on how reality is more like a dream. Like, we manifest our reality. We get what we put out, and realizing that with that idea, we have control over what energies we bring into our lives. It says, seek within you and you will discover perceptions, visions, and ways of being you may not have explored and hence lived thus far. Where in your life have you limited your perceptions? Where do you seek to grow yet have not taken the steps to do so? The journey upon the red road, the path you walk upon this earth, is not one of comfort. It is a journey of adventure, trails, sovereignty, and freedom. You have the choice at every opportunity and see and everything around you, not only as teachers of love, but brothers and sisters of the universe. You are safe and always have been to explore the universe within. That's awesome. Your soul is seeking to explore the universe on a spiritual level. It's almost like you're entering a different realm. You are opening up on again, in your third eye. Your current situation is self-mastery, talking about the quickening of personal growth, release and renewal, self-care. It says that the energies are becoming more and more prominent as the earth aligns to higher vibrations. You may have felt physical symptoms such as dizziness, ringing in the ears, headaches, anxiety, or nausea from certain foods. These are just a few symptoms that may appear as your old self is clearing away the debris to make way for something new you are integrating. It is suggested that you simply allow the symptoms to pass, but do take the time to offer yourself more love, nourishment, and attention. So asking yourself, how may I serve you today? You know, what is it that you need? All the different paths you have chosen thus far have led you to the same place, to you, your core, your divine self. So know your higher guidance celebrates your achievements towards embracing your soul's calling to self-mastery. All you have to do is be that and nothing more. It is up to you to create new ways of being within your newly created world for all to see. And that's definitely true for the new year, guys. Virgos, you are in control. Manifest what you want your reality to look like. You know, allow your third eye to be your guide. Allow your third eye to show you what you're meant to be doing. Therefore, take those steps to get there. So your third eye chakra is your how to get through it. And the 3 main points it gives me is heightened awareness, shattering illusions, and clarity. The quote says, inner tuition within this new world, your pure instinctual, guys, I'm so sorry. Let me redo that. Inner tuition within the new world, your pure instinctual self is calling to be heard as the way shower of light. It says, a gateway to deeper insight is further opening to your inner world and the dimensions within your higher realms. This beautiful moon sits at the center of the chakra as a representation of the divine feminine, overseeing this great blossoming earth. The open lotus flower within this card reflects your inner lotus flower, and it is now open to receiving divine guidance. Follow your intuition. The third eye chakra represents the divine golden within your mind's eye. It is full of flowers in bloom, indicating that you have not only surpassed the illusionary world, but you have chosen to be responsible for creating a new one. Yes! Start by accessing this inner garden and harvesting wisdom from the precious flowers that have grown out of experience and lessons learned. Yes, yes, yes. Virgo, I'm so happy for you. I'm sorry, I'm totally geeking out, and it's because you guys are awakening, but you're doing so in a productive way. You're seeing yourself for who you are. You're celebrating those lessons that you've learned thus far. You're realizing how much you've grown in the last year, in the last decade at that. And now, guys, it's really time to ground yourself. Ground yourself, because as you're doing this, you have to let go. You have to let go of the energy that no longer serves. So you might be awakening, but are you letting go of the energy that's taking up space? And in order to allow that new beginning and all of those things that your third eye is bringing to you for insight, you have to let go and release energy that no longer serves to bring in the new, to create space for the new to actually come in. Your outcome says, the 3 points it gives me is create, assess your position, and know what you want. Breathing in the energy of the new moon can move you to a place of detachment, thus creating clarity and the ability to see new possibilities. The new moon is a sacred time that we can honor by going within and evaluating our life choices. Ask yourself what you need to do to bring your dreams into reality. The 2 crescent moons placed on either side of the flower in the flower in this mandala are balanced. 1 crescent moon is facing inwards and the other facing outwards as a direct reflection of your inner and outer worlds. Find your balance finding your balance within will thus bring balance without. Furthermore, this mandala indicates that from contemplation and intention setting, one must engage in action. Choose to be the creator of your own world. This mandala supports you as you receptively listen to your heart's desires and allow them to blossom and bear fruit. Well, I feel like that says everything. You guys have most definitely been opening up in a completely different way. Virgos, I'm so proud of you and beyond excited for you and your journey. I think that the divine has so much in store for you. I know that you might actually be excited as well. Yeah, it's a little scary, but you know, within letting go, you're also letting go of fear. You're also letting go of that idea of like fight or flight, right? So you are realizing that life is so much bigger and meant to be lighter than what we allow it to be. Again, manifesting your reality to be what you believe it to be. So I'm going to close out this reading with my affirmation cards. I use the Crystal Wisdom. This not only has the affirmation tying in with certain chakras that need to be balanced, but also the energy of the crystal correlates, the color correlates with that chakra as well. So for those unfamiliar with affirmations, they are basically a quote to really tie these readings together, but on a grander scheme of things. Affirmations help balance you in a way that you're saying it, you're reading it, and you're also hearing yourself say it, so that therefore it resides a little bit more, and it allows you to do the healing on a spiritual level. All right. Spirit, please provide me the affirmation for our Virgos for the week of December 9th through the 15th. Numite. I'm not familiar with this crystal, guys. Numite is strength. I am strong in mind, body, and spirit. That's so awesome. It definitely correlates to your reading. Continue staying strong, continue to follow your heart, continue to let go of the energies that no longer serves. But guys, it's super important that you do ground yourself and find a way to release the energy that does not serve. Therefore, you're able to bring in the energy that the new year has in store for you. So I'm going to leave you guys with that note. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week for our next reading. And I hope that you just continue finding your life's purpose and opening up for the new year and letting go energies before we even enter the new decade, okay? So peace, much love always, and namaste. See you next week. Bye, guys.